You wanted her in the game, and oh my goodness, is she gonna be a problem? What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is a look, full preview look, a break it down look at AJ Lee, the Black Widow. That's right, she is in WWE Champions. So many of you were hoping for her as the Black Friday character, and instead, we got her the week after. Now, in fairness, her name in the game, at least as long as I've got this preview version here, is the Black Widow, so they could have done Black Friday, but they also went with Steve Blackman for the Black Friday character, so I can't begrudge them for that, but honestly, she is a problem. Like, we're going to take a look at it. But first, let me just point out two things. One, her poster art is phenomenal. Shout out to the artists at Scopely who made that. That is just beautiful. But also, you know sometimes how we want a certain character in the game so bad, and then when they come out, the character art is just a little off. This one is not. Like, they've got down to, like, the proper ab definition, you know, as weird as that is to say, but, you know, she prominently looks like that on TV. So, like, they got, like, the facial structure right. A lot of times that's like, Steve Blackman's a little bit off on the facial structure. Like, she is done justice. That's all I'll say here. Like, the hair, everything, they really paid attention to detail on her. The animations are smooth. Like, they did a really good job. She is a modern era, so they're not doing the PG version of her yet. I would imagine that'll come. Modern era trickster focused, which is appropriate. I mean, you know, she's the good guy in the feud with Becky, but she's been playing some mind games and things like that, so I'll go with it. Also, other than Io Sky, when was the last time we had a dominant trickster female? Like, in this year. I'm trying to think, honestly. And I think that her and Io are at least 1A, 1B as to who's the best of this. No spoilers. Also, Coach, she is a, I don't know, different wave or what, but blue gems do 40, so that's super handy. And then moves that generate countdown gems will create 2 more countdown gems, which isn't useful on a ton of people, but the countdown blue combination very specifically goes directly to the hard times plate, so she is one that if you're going to put a hard times plate on them, you absolutely are probably going to be putting AJ Lee on there as well as your Coach, which is fantastic. Also fantastic. Oh my gosh. Does she ever have some moves? Here's the first move set. And I'm going to say the word unblockable damage a lot. So just get ready for it, right? One MP missile dropkick. Deal 700k damage. Increase your purple MP by 10. Whole moveset's loaded. No trainers needed whatsoever. Spoilers, you literally don't need to put trainers on her. You also literally don't need to put a strap on her. So if you have her and have nothing for her, you have everything you need. Soundbite that. All right. Then you've got an 8 MP Hurricane Rana. It's a purple move, so it's loaded by the 1 MP move. Deals damage, and it's a decent amount of damage, 1.1 million damage, and make the 3 bottom rows, that would be 21 gems, into 2 turn countdown gems that will deal 4 million unblockable damage, and then make 10 random gems red, which is weird because it should be blue, but it doesn't matter because it's a 1 MP, so it doesn't matter what color they are, it just doesn't, which also means 4 million times 21 is 84 million unblockable damage. I told you I was going to say that word a lot. Nah, get ready for it again. 10 MP purple, but it's loaded by the 1 MP blue. Shining Wizard finisher, deal 2.5 million damage. So that's some decent move damage. So we will put a plate to that just so you can see it. Plus 500k bonus damage for every countdown gem and pin the opponent. Then do another 1.5 million damage, that's still a decent number, and decrease your countdown gem timers by 2 and pin the opponent. So if you don't get reversed, which would literally just be somebody who reverses countdown gems, all of this is unblockable damage. This is 84 million at 500k a piece. You're thinking, that's another 10 million, give or take. Well, hold on. You don't need an entourage. You literally could go completely trainerless, coachless. But if you have Ridge Holland, that's 100% more countdown gem damage. Keep in mind, that's not going to increase the 4 million right there, but it will increase the bonus damage. Then you've got Cody Rhodes. I was spoiling myself for something here in a minute. Cody Rhodes, countdown gems do 75% more damage. Purple moves start with 2 more MP, but you don't need that. Then you've got Asuka for countdown gems do 200%. Then Zombie Rhea for most of us who don't have who I'm going to mention next. But Zombie Rhea, 35%. Now, all of that combined and considered, this adds over another 50 million unblockable damage, which means you're doing 84 million plus 50 million, which is 134 million unblockable damage. But wait, there's more, because they did just release this new character last weekend, and very, very, very few people got him, but he does exist. So if you got Steve Blackman, which apparently is going to take me a hot minute to find, he's probably at the top of the... Nope, where the crud is Steve Blackman? Is he under move damage? I bet you let's just go to move damage. Hold on. Trainer filter, please. Trainer filter, please. There he is. All right, so that... oh my gosh. Okay, so if you use Steve Blackman, which I don't have, nobody does, now your move damage is 100% more, and your gems are 100% more. So moves, it's any color moves, and gem effects, which include Trap, Countdown, and Juggernaut that deal damage, which may not be a visual, but 8 million damage per countdown gem. I said it was 84 million. That is now 168 million unblockable damage. Plus, now your moves are doing 2.23, 5 million, and 2.3 million. So let's just say another 10 million just to be safe right there. And then another 2.37 million damage, which isn't a huge increase over what I had before with Rhea. So you're still talking about 55 million, give or take. So 168 plus 55 plus 10 plus another 1.4, and oh my gosh, and if you had the Kofi plate, for example, whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple move damage by 100%, which it's not triple purple, so it's only going to activate once here and then here, but that 100% buffs 2 right here, right? So it's not a waste. And if you have the Eyes of Judgment, whenever you make 6 or more countdown gems, deplete 6 MP from your opponent's moves. So now she is unbeatably unblockable damage. She is doing move damage like crazy, and she's depleting all of your MP without a sub. What else do you want? Like, this is already, I'm just going to say it early, the best female in the game, period. Yeah, like, period. What other female character do you have that needs no... Like, we could use this. We could literally go in with nothing and still do over 100 million damage turn 1. Nothing. No strap, no plates, no trainers, nothing. 100 million. Or you got the big boy toys. You can do your 200 million turn 1. The only thing your opponent's going to block is if they have a reversal on countdowns. And tell me off the top of your head which female does that. I don't remember either, right? So, yeah, we could stop here. She is toppity top tier. like just the best. Anyway, let's look at her. Let's watch her fight. I am using Blackman. I don't have him, but she's S+ tier, and my rule is always if the character's S+ tier, I will use all the rare things except for like the stuff like the Ghostbusters plates that don't exist and all that kind of thing. But anyway, so let's throw down these gems. Now let's look in here and see if it does say 8 million. So actually, Blackman buffs her to the moon. So 4 million would be 84, 168. It doesn't matter. Once you hit the finisher, whether you have Blackman or not on here, you hit the finisher. Look at that. Boom, bloop, blap, done. All of her health and everything is going away. Pew, bye. There it all hit. Did you see it? I didn't either. Because it was like trigger, gems, all of it's there. Boop, bop, gone. Yeah. Did you hear all that? That was some weird noises. But either way, she gone. And everybody will be gone. There's no destroying. There's no defeating. There's no anything. Yeah. So we can look at more movesets if you want to. Might as well. So you're telling me you don't like 200 million unblockable damage? Well, have I got news for you, because the Black Widow here, not Scarlett Johansson, is also a move damage monster. Now, quick shout out to Slim Numbers. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. He's another official CC. We were chatting behind the scenes, and he's like, hey, did you try Red, Blue, Blue? And I was like, well, I'm just getting started, but I can take a look at it. And on paper, it didn't make sense, and then it all clicked in an instant. Watch. 5 MP red, spinning heel kick, deal damage, increase your blue move damage by 50% for 1 turn. 1 turn, keep in mind. Then deal 1 million damage and choose a 3x1 area to swap blue. Both of your blue moves are 1 MP. Deal damage and increase your purple MP by 10, so it's just going to deal damage, nothing else. And then the Wheelbarrow Bulldog, deal damage and gain 5 red MP. Are you seeing the symbiosis here? If you have props, you can literally just keep doing this move over and over again, at least 5 times, right? And if the opponent generated a crossbreak gem, deal damage and make 10 random gems into multiply gems, but you are not really concerned about what's on the board with this moveset other than a 3x1 going into this. So you are a cascade risk. You'll see if you cascade and break your turn, you do lose all bonus damage on this. So, yeah, watch. Entourage, you need one of your red MP people, that's my favorite, to get this move started loaded turn 1, and that is it. Everything else goes to blue move damage, so Pat Patterson, blue moves do 100%. The Gooker, which is now, I refused to use the Gooker except for on S+ tier characters up to this year, but now I know enough people that got him. Not everybody by far. He's still fairly rare, but a lot more people got him this year than had him the previous 4. So all color moves deal 75% more damage. You could also use Roddy Piper here, by the way, which would get you 100% to all move colors, so you would get a little bonus on the red. And then we're going to show this guy, Honky Tonk Man, but I'm going to use Blackman, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. So this is blue moves deal 40% more damage, but if we go back to Blackman, it's going to be 100%. I know what you're saying, I don't have Blackman, but what you do have that I don't is a blue move takedown right here. So you're going to want to take down Strap, the best you got, all of the takedown medals you can get, and this one in particular you want to be a blue move because it would do 250% instead of 80, but as you can see on this candy store account, I don't have a blue move medal. So the best I've got is 80 plus blue move 16. That's 96% as opposed to 250. So I'm using Blackman to kind of make up the difference a little bit, because if you use the Gruesome Guys, whenever you activate a blue move, increase your blue move damage by 100%, and it is 2 total turns, so even if you whiff, you still hit a big one on the other, plus you'll see. You don't even need to worry about it. As always, this is hype level 0, so yours will hit harder. But this is Mike's harder lemonade right here, baby. This is big time stuff. Yeah. So you're gonna want to start by triggering your blue moves, starting with this one right here. Boop. There we go. Bap. Done. Yay. Then you can do one of two things. You can either start by triggering the red and go straight into the blues to buff these again, but that's now doing 5.8 million. This one is now doing 6 million plus the reversal. Or you could, do this one, which, whatever. It's good. It's good, right? So now we've done 11 million, give or take. There you go. Now our red is loaded. This is going to increase our blue moves by 50%, but we just buffed them by 200%. So really, this one is not the biggest. If you don't have the Kamala plate, it's nice, but, whatever. Then you want to put this where you're not going to cascade as much as possible. So you want to watch for, I wouldn't put it here. First off, because it's blue, but even if it was another color, I wouldn't put it right here because that could potentially drop one. You want to make sure there's nothing that's going to match here. So for now, this quadrant right here has the least chance of cascade, and we didn't cascade, so there we go. So now this move is doing 9.4 million, so we've done 11, now we're up to 21 in basically 3 blue moves. This one is now doing 11 million, so we're going from 21 to 33 actually with the other things that's on it. Boop, there's 33 million. Now we're going to buff everything again, and we still have the same spot that's our best, most likely space. Boop, didn't cascade again. So now we've gone from that to 15 million. So what were we at before? I've already lost track. We were at 33 million, so that's like 40-something million. No, because she's down. She had 75 million health, and she's down to nothing already. So that was like 70-something million. And then this is 18 million right here. Boop. And bap. There we go. She's done. By the way, she's done at this point. So you've already taken 75 million away, but theoretically, we're gonna take her out because her health is gone. But you could do this one more time, and you would be good to go. So you could get another buff on there and get into the 100-and-something million club pretty easy. So again, shout out to Slim Numbers for cluing me in on that one. But yeah, little bit clicky. Lots of move damage, and keep in mind, even with Blackman on there, you still aren't quite at the total damage you would do with a blue maxed out metal. That's 194 versus 250, so you'd still get another 56% more damage than what I did with just the blue metal, not even Blackman in the mix. So you could theoretically use Honky Tonk and still get another 90% damage. So you're talking easy path to 100. It's just a little clicky, but move damage meta is tricky anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's another stonking good move set. I personally won't use it over the countdown build, but it is super nice that it's there. So you're telling me you don't like unbreakable, unblockable damage. Got you. Oh, you don't like move damage? It's a little clicky. Okay, what about multiply gems? And a lot of them. So her next move set is going to be 1 MP blue. Oh my gosh, can't be subbed down. She can always get back up. Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Blue MP. Deal damage. Gain 5 red MP. And if the opponent generated at least a cross break gem, then deal damage and make 10 random gems and a multiply gems of strength 15. Then steal the opponent's turn. Also, the Shinurai, 6 MP red, but it's loaded by the blue, gain 5 red MP move. Deal damage, decent amount, not a lot, and make 42 random gems into color turn gems. Not quite the whole board, but there's not a color turn 8th anniversary plates, so that's strange. Right? Right? Am I wrong about that? Maybe there is. Diving crossbody, 6 MP red. Here's where it gets big. Deal damage, make 10 random color turn gems into multiply gems of strength 7. Then deal damage and make 49 random gems into her primary color. Blue, red, red. Makes it into her primary color. It's infinitely reloadable because 1 MP. Entourage. You don't need any coaches or trainers that get you started, so you're going to throw Sherry. No Sherry, no problem. As Slim Numbers pointed out, you can run Armor King and somebody else, but you don't need the MP, so, if you got Sherry, great. If not, Armor King or whoever makes multiply gems increase their strength. You definitely want Mosh Potato. Multiply gems generated from moves will increase their strength by only 1, but will create 5 more multiply gems. So think about that. You are creating 5 more multiply gems that are going to end up being strength 20 if you don't have Seth, 23 if you do. Uncle Howdy then moves and blah 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 will create multiply gems 6 more. So between the two of them, you're creating 11 more gems, and multiply gems do 60% more damage. Seth Anardo, multiply gems generated from Ooze will increase your strength by 3. If you don't have him, you just absolutely run any, but preferably Zombie Brett. Zombie from that era of zombies, because then you're going to do purple gems do 40% more damage, and multiply gems do 60. In fact, it may be better to go ahead and use them anyway at lower levels, but at this high level of gems, because you're creating 21 random gems into multiply gems of strength 23. Oh, and then her husband shows up in her moveset. We got the Punk's Gauntlets. Whenever you make 6 or more color turn gems, increase all your gem damage by 500%. And if you want to put some Devon Dudley glasses on her, you get another 50% as well. So 550% added onto multiply gems of strength 23, and you're making 21 of them. Can anybody say the female OTC is AJ Lee? Just saying. Just saying. Yep. Now let's see her in action, because holy cats and boots is big. is big. So, just a quick note. I would still go multiply gem, but if you wanted to buffer 1000%, you could also run a red MP trainer instead of Sherry and go red, blue, red. Oh wait, except for 5 MP, you can't, right? You can't. So if you wanted to run that with a prop, but then you just use 2 props. So it's still going to be best with Sherry, because you can't get back to that once you drain it. So you're going to put this one out. Jade doesn't do cross break gems, so it doesn't actually matter. But, then you're going to throw down, that's not a bad amount of damage, but, we're going to see even more. You're going to throw down your color turn gems. Lots of color turn gems. Your purple color turn gems are now doing 600,000 each, which means when you get a times 23 on them, we're not even going to get to see it, because it's going to go multiply. It does say strength 15. That'll be wrong. And then make 49 random gems purple, so the whole board goes purple. So you're breaking all your color turns, you're breaking all your multiplies, and the whole board is going to her primary color. That should be more than times 15. That's a oopsies. That's an oopsies I've got to report. But even with the oopsies, 229 million. So do you want to run the countdown gems, or do you want to run the color turn gems? The countdown gems needs absolutely nothing to hit 100 million. Can hit 200 million with some things. If you have the Punk's Gauntlets, I think it's only fitting that you add that to his very own wife and make her hit for 230 million. But that's just a theory. WWE Champions game. I can't finish that sentence. I might get copyright claimed anyway. So, yeah, that one's really good is basically what I'm saying. Oh, but wait. There's more. There's still, even though I normally do 3, there's more. So if that wasn't enough, she does have a variation of one of the moves we've already seen that does something very different. Missile drop kick, 1 MP blue. Deal damage, increase your purple MP by 10. We saw that. That loads all this. You saw the finisher. Deal damage, bonus damage for every countdown gem. A lot of bonus damage, by the way. And then do the finisher and decrease your countdown gem timers by 2. So the big change is the 8 MP, but it's loaded by the 1 MP. Monkey flip. Deal damage, make 30 random gems into 2-turn countdown gems that will deal damage at the end and steal up to 350k health at the end of the countdown. Which then goes into this, where you can use Radical Seth. Countdown gems will create 3 more countdown gems, and Solo Sequa, shout out to Davey D, will give you 3 more countdown gems. That's a total of 36 random. Plus, if you've got Michelle McCool, that's 100% more steel. Plus, if you got Shinsuke, that's 100% more steel. My only problem with this moveset, look at this. Showboat, showboat, showboat. One of these things is not like the other. Dang, it'd have been nice if he was a showboat, just so I could say, all showboat entourage, but no. Anyway, 36 random gems that will steal 1 million health. That's pretty easy math. You're going to steal 36 million health. Now you're saying that's not enough. I get it. It's not. But if you have the Eyes of Judgment on there, every time you do countdown gems, they can not hit you, which means there's nothing they can do. Like literally, unless they have a 1 MP move. So if you're going up against AJ herself, you're just gonna win. You're gonna. It's just slower. But I don't know why you would focus on a health steal requirement, but you could, right? Right. So there you go. Maybe I missed some damage. Let's see. She's at 74 million. So nothing has been missed so far. Yeah, it's just basically the move damage. But right here, pow. There you go. Oh, wait. Whoa, that was, hold on. Yeah. So those countdown gems also did damage. That's what it's got to be. Because she just went down by 70-ish. About 68 million. And we only did 36 million on the bleed, or on the steal, unless it was every turn, because if so, then you're basically stealing 70 million. Let's look at that real quick. Let's make sure I'm not a complete whiffer on this one. Let's see. Okay, blah, blah, blah. That will steal health at the end of the countdown. So I think it should have only done once. Let's see. 30 random damage that will deal... Yeah, I mean, they do deal 200k damage, but that's not anything to speak of. 200k damage. Yeah, we shouldn't have seen that much damage out of it. It probably is triggering them each countdown turn instead of... yeah, I'll report it, but either way. Let's just make sure there's nothing else with this, because I know the move damage stuff could be huge, right? So let's see. The only move damage buff we've got is... blue move damage. She's got 2 blue moves. We used that. You could definitely do a purple move damage build with this, and triple purple. Well, not really triple purple would be this one. So you could just as easily with this one to add some damage, add in the Kofi plate again right here, but we already saw that. That's not doing a whole lot. So really, whatever triggered those multiple times, that's the thing that did that. But if they fix it to where it's on every countdown turn, then it legit would be 70 million, which is probably what they're going for. So I'm going to report it and hope that that's the way it ends up. Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Scopely about this. Either way, that's AJ Lee. So what are my thoughts on her? Well, personally, I would say she's the top female in the game. I already said it. I already gave it away early. I know there's going to be some argument that she can be reversed on different things. Certainly she can be reversed on her OTC build, which is multiply gems. Of course. Anybody who reverses countdown gems. But here's the thing. And of course the move, this right here. Anybody who reverses the buffa move, that's definitely going to be a reversal as well. So yeah, I did say the only thing that reverses her is countdown. I was absolutely wrong. It's also the move increase people that will reverse her as well. So I'll fix that now. but you've probably already commented, "You're wrong," and that's okay. You just didn't watch to the end of the video. I get it. Anyways. So she can be reversed a couple different ways. So yeah, some people don't like that. I personally don't care. Even if you get reversed on most of the movesets, you're gonna be okay because she's a 1 MP build, so they can't sub you. I mean, yeah, they could mess with your life, but aside from getting reversed here and there, she has a build that no strap. No trainers, no entourage whatsoever, does about 100 million. So I don't know how to say anything other than that is phenomenal. And if you add anything to her on the special side of things, which S plus tier, so unless you get super lucky, you probably spend money to get her, and probably have spent money for other things in the game. Therefore, you probably have the Punk's Gauntlets or some things like that would really just ramp up her damage. So personally, I like the OTC build the best. I do like the first moveset the best as well. I'm not going to run this one. I mean, even if they fix it and it is supposed to be the way it just triggered, I'm not going to run this one. But and I'm not going to run her damage or move damage build either. It's it's not super clicky and I don't mind it. And the cascade risk is super low because it's a 3x1 instead of a 4x1. So you're not creating areas. 5x1, you're creating obviously a wildcard gem. So across the board, she is dang good. Top female in the game for me at this point, possibly. I don't know. Mommy's fantastic. I mean, there's so many good females. I don't even EO, Mommy. You got your Naya with some things. You got zombie Alexa. You got normal Alexa, like Trickster is pretty darn good. But in the Trickster category, it's pretty much her and EO. At the top, for newer characters, and then of course your Liv Morgan if you've got the Punk's Gauntlets. But if you've got the Punk's Gauntlets now, arguably this is the possible better place to put them because AJ is less clicky on her Punk's Gauntlet build than Liv is. So, and it's it's her husband, right? You're bringing the lovers together. So yeah, that's what I got for AJ Lee. She's incredible, but I betcha she's daggum spendy. That's just a guess there. So let me know what you think of her in the comment section, and which of these 4 builds are you going to use? And did I miss one? Because I think Zoro's hitting at one that I didn't put in here. So make sure you watch Sir Zoro's videos. Shout out to Slim Numbers for calling the move damage build. And that's it for this one. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, friends. Bye-bye.